All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful electors fighting a good fight of faith and truth in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This damn devil ain't gonna quit. You know, all the things that the prophet's been prophesying about, all these things is on the way to coming to pass. So these devils, which this is a topic that I really don't like to talk on because they're very sensitive about it. They like to call it fake news and, conspiracy. I can't even say the word, but, they're really trying to transform the world into a digital age by using global W word. All right. This word right here. All right. So this is the way that we got to speak. So I'm going to be speaking a lot in code. And, back when the pandemic first started, they was talking about food, I think fork to farm or something like that. Basically, they was talking about a carbon tax and carbon footprint and things like that. All of this is to basically mold you into a box. Because when you look up the word methane and carbon emissions and things like that, if you have good sense, the definition really talking about human activity. And they want to cut that off. So pretty much this is all towards the people on the earth, particularly the Israelites. They're the focal point of all of this stuff. But that they really just want to cut down human activity. So the best way to do that is depop. You should know what I'm saying. But, the scriptures talks about a famine. All through the scriptures, it talks about a famine. Matter of fact, famine is one of the, plagues that the Lord is going to send upon the earth. But this is a little lengthy. I'm going to try to get through it. I ain't going to read all of it because it's very, very long. But as you see, it say food production is causing global warming. So cows farting too much, freaking chickens is burping, that's literally like, it sounds funny, it sounds bugged out, but you don't know the power, that this devil is, this power grab that this devil is on, he really think he the most high. That's what the scripture says in 2 Thessalonians 2:4. All right. So it said food production is causing global warming. Food must be shut down. 13 nations signed agreement to engineer global famine by destroying food supply. Now remember, Billy G was talking about eating insects and things like that. So this article was first published by Global Research in June 2024. United States had joined 12 other nations in signing the World Economic Forum agreement that seeks to engineer global famine by destroying the agriculture industry. And yes, they've been buying up all the farmland. Billy G actually been buying up all the farmland. Farmers been actually complaining for really about 3 years now, but so much stuff is going on, so things come and go. And it says, according to the agreement which was drawn up by the WEF and the United Nations, food production is causing global warming and must be eliminated. See, so this is the WEF, the people that's trying to, have a new world order, a digital technocracy, and also within their symbol is 666, the number of the beast. All right. So the Lord have given us signs. And if you have a spiritual eye, all of this stuff is plain. So it says to save the planet when they should say peace and safety. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Damn, messed that up. But when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them. You know, that sudden destruction is going to be a lot of bloodshed. Because here's the thing. You have to ask yourself, when a famine happens, what you think the people, the inhabitants of the earth is going to be like? You think they just going to be sitting back chilling like, oh, you know, maybe we would eat today. You know, maybe the government will come through for you. Listen, we all are addicted on chemicals, right? All of this food got chemicals. You eat, you're never full. And then if you get full, you're hungry in an hour and a half, 2 hours, because the food that we eat ain't even real. So you got a lot of people who are souped up on all of these chemicals. They're going to bug the hell out as soon as they can't grab a bite to eat in the time frame that they would like. Because all it's going to take is one day when everybody go to the grocery store and there's no food there, or they make a announcement on the news that we are in a famine. Oh, people are going to turn up from there. So, sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So yeah, it's going to be like birth pains until it's over. And the over is this country, this corporation, Babylon the Great in the scriptures, also known as America. It's going to be blown to smithereens. So it says, according to the agreement which was drawn up by the WEF in the United Nations, food production is causing global warming must be eliminated to save the planet from climate, to sea change. Globalists insist farms must be shut down across the world, and they've been doing it, and it's no reason to keep it a secret. So these kind of articles, you know, the Lord said that he was going to put his spirit upon all flesh. And also the scripture says that everything that is secret should be made manifest. So they can't hide themselves. You know, everybody got their eye on them. Like Habakkuk 2:16 say, shameful spewing should be on their glory. So everybody is pointing at this devil. Also, Psalm 64:8, it says that they should make their tongues fall upon themselves, and everyone that see him should flee away. So everybody's pointing at the devil. They basically looking at the devil and like, we got to get away from this devil. You even got Edomites versus Edomites right now, you know, because they the main one that's basically making their tongues fall upon themselves, because they realizing that, wait a minute, the rich, they don't even care about their own people. So yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff going on. But as I say, the WEF agrees to set targets for how much farmland each nation must eliminate in order to comply. Under the guise of reducing methane, that's carbon emissions, man. That's activity. That's living organism activity. So cows a problem, chickens a problem, pork. Okay, we don't eat that shit, but still, the pigs ain't do nothing. All right. They about to eliminate the pig, the chicken, the cow, you know. Fish is already dying. Fish been basically coming on the shore dead because of all the chemicals that they put in the sea. So everything is mourning under this devil. 13 nations, and that's another number that this devil love to deal with. You know, you got the 13, you know, Illuminati families. You had the 13 colonies. That's what America started out as. All right. Also, that's a number in Freemasonry, and also 33, you know. So it says the 13 nations have signed a pledge to engineer global famine by gutting agriculture production and shutting down farms. Announced earlier this year by the WEF Global Methane Hub, a cabal of crisis engineers who exploit public panic to destroy the world for food supply. Those 13 nations are Argentina, Australia. If I'm not mistaken, I think Brazil, Argentina, United States are like the biggest food producers. So Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Burkina Faso, Chile, Czech Republic, Ecuador, Germany, Panama, Peru, Spain, United States, Uruguay. It said, imagine no meat production from Argentina, Brazil, and United States. This is a goal of the globalists, and they admit it is all part of the climate fraud. See, it's so hard. Which was, which has been thoroughly exposed as a quack science hoax, by the way, right? Because there've been so many whistleblowers on this. How they literally using, they're about to use. That's why all these storms and stuff been coming, because this is all weather engineered. But by doing it, they're able to destroy lands and actually, since they destroyed the land, get the people off the land, and they could purchase the land, all right, and do what they want to do with the land. Because remember, I showed you a video, I think last week. It's called the Wildland Projects of 2025. They're trying to squeeze everybody, into a particular geographical location, which is like in the middle of the United States. They're destroying all the land on the outside. That's going to be like a wilderness, literally. And everybody going to be squeezed into that 15-minute city, man. So, but they're using climate change. And so all of this weather that they're able to manipulate, they're going to blame it on you. See, the reason that this is happening because it's too much, carbon emissions getting trapped up in the atmosphere, and it's causing the weather to go crazy. But they'll never talk about all the planes that they be flying across and all the manufacturing and all of that, all the stuff that they do. All right. But they're going to blame it on you. So it says, and they admit it is part of the CMAT fraud, which has been thoroughly exposed as a quack to the science hoax, by the way. As Luis Planas, Spain Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Food says, I am glad to see the shared commitment by the international community to mitigate methane emissions from agriculture as a means to achieve the goal we signed for in Paris Agreement on Climate. Food systems are responsible for 60% of the methane emissions. So, yeah, the food ain't do nothing to nobody. That's how you live. But they want to eliminate it. All right? So, remember, I said earlier, Billy G, he been talking since like 2021, to be honest, about insects. But that's what they really want us to eat, insects. So for all you scoffers out there, all you people out there who want America to continue to keep prospering, because Jake is the one that's upholding this place. They the ones that's going to the polls and trusting in this place. We don't own nothing, so we the biggest consumers. You trust in oppression, as the scripture says. But this devil about to, really show his horns, and then you really gonna see this devil for who he is, and then you're gonna find out the hard way, but it's gonna be too late. Warns Marcelo Mina, CEO, the Global Methane Hub. She is saying that farming is destroying the planet. Hence, their demand to shut down the farms. Without farms, you have no food. Ain't that the truth? And without food, you get exactly what Kamala Harris called for over the weekend. Depop. All right. So I'm gonna read this last part. The Depop agenda is no longer even a secret, but it is a secret because you got a lot of people who don't have good sense. I don't call it common sense. Ain't no such thing as that. Good sense. All right. A lot of people don't have good sense. Whatever these devils say, the people take it. All right. They can go on the podium and say whatever they want to say to the American people and to the people of the world, and people will take it hook, line, and sinker. Believe these devils. All right. So let's get into my favorite set of scriptures concerning this topic. Because this is all because of the devil. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. So everything is deteriorating under this devil. All right. All people's proudness is about to subside. All people's joy is about to turn into mourning, all under this devil. The Lord is literally showing you this is the world that you get when you don't want to follow me. When I give the world into the hands of the wicked, as it says in Job 9:24, this is what you get. Okay. You're going to learn to love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It said the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. They don't keep nothing in the scriptures, even the land Sabbath. You're supposed to give the land a break that it can rejuvenate, all right, and push out more, food. But it doesn't. They don't do that. They just run the earth into the ground. Literally, And then, I was watching the interview with Elon Musk, and he was talking about that. He basically said this. Let me see if I can. How can I word this? He basically said he was having an interview with Tucker, and he said, "Yeah, the world is not overpopulated; it's actually underpopulated, and that's actually a true statement." You know, because see, you got all of this, you got people stacked on top of each other. That's why it seemed like it's a lot of people, but it's really not. And I think I heard before that you could fit everybody in the world in Jacksonville, Florida, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's everybody in the United States or everybody in the world could just fit in Jacksonville itself, you know? But anyways, because Jacksonville it's not like one of the populated cities, but when it comes to land mass, it's the biggest. So it says the earth also, already read that. 6. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth. And you see, when we read this argument, this is what he's doing. He's devouring the earth. He's devouring the animals, the people, the trees, the living organisms, man. That's why the Lord said in Revelation 11:18, destroy them which destroy the earth. So it says he devoured the earth. They that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and a few men left. So when you go to that word burnt in the Hebrew, I forgot the word, what it is in the Hebrew, but I remember the definition, and it's people being excited with anger, because you got to understand the things that this devil is trying to do. The little mirth that you do have, you're not going to have that at all. As it says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languish, and all the merry heart do sigh. The new wine is this new system that he's trying to bring forth. But he's trying to use, so you know how CV19 was the pandemic? Well, the global CMate, all right? The CMate change in the global hotness. We will call it hotness instead of the W word. The global hotness, that's going to be the new CV19. All right. And also, as the scripture says, you're going to be seeing more. You're going to see me seeing more pestilence, all of that. So, end it on this. Alas, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. It's not the meat cut off before our eyes. That's the title of this video. And this is about to happen. Yeah, joy and gladness from the house of our power, because there ain't going to be no rejoicing in that day. All right. Now, the Lord said that the men of the Lord is going to be provided for. So we are going to be the ones that rejoicing, but not everybody else. And we hope to be a part of the elect. We hope to be delivered in these times. Joy and gladness from the house of our power. And it says the seed is rotten, especially with these Monsanto seeds, these GMO seeds. Matter of fact, if you have a backyard, if you go try to plant in your backyard, the fruit, whatever you plant, it's not even going to turn out good because the soil is destroyed. This devil have literally destroyed the earth, man. I was talking to a person at BJ's, and I don't even know how we got into that conversation, but yeah, he was like, yeah, I tried to plant a garden. Number one, they charged me because you ain't even allowed to do that. But he said that I think he said his potatoes or something like that, they was small as hell. They ain't even come out right because the earth is destroyed. All right. So this is why they got to make food in the lab and shit. Matter of fact, not to get too deep and go off of course, but Cain, remember the Lord said that the earth shall not yield his fruit for you. That's in Genesis 4. And remember, Esau is Cain reincarnated. So this is why he even have to go to the genetically modified organism route. So the seed is rotten under their clods, the garners are laid desolate, the barns are broken down, for the corn is withered. Yeah, because they destroying the farmers and their land. And it says, how do the beasts groan? As you see, they're since cows, chicken, turkey, pork, all of that, pigs, all of that, is a problem on the earth. What you think they're going to do to that? They're going to depop them too. So even the beast is mourning. The herds of the cattle are perplexed because they have no pasture. Right. They all in a stall, They don't get a chance to run free and roam free, but in the kingdom of heaven, they will be able. But until then, as it said in Romans 8, all creation is waiting for the earnest expectation of the sons of the most high, because that's when the earth would dwell with righteousness. And it says they have no pasture, yet the flocks of sheep are made desolate. So yeah, man, this devil right here, and he is actually just the face. You'll never ever see the elite. Okay, we talk about the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, stuff like that, but when do we see them? So yeah, they'll never be on the screen, but they will have front men, that represent them. So yeah, Klaus Schwab, this nigga on the screen. But yeah, man, so these things are in the scriptures, these things are happening. The Lord is making everything manifest. So seek ye the Lord while he may be found, and shalom.